Hello everyone, and welcome to this presentation on my institution's journey toward full integration of universal design for learning in all curricula. My name is Leitha and I work at Edith Cowan University in the Centre for Learning and Teaching. Edith Cowan University is committed to reconciliation and recognises the traditional custodians of the land upon which its campuses stand and their connection to this land. I acknowledge and pay my respects, therefore, to the Whadjuk Noongar people of the Joondalup area where I am today. I particularly acknowledge and offer my respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander elders and Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people present. My professional background lies in learning design and curriculum design, and currently I am the acting manager of the teaching quality team within the Centre for Learning and Teaching. This team provides learning design, curriculum design and professional learning services to staff at the university. So responsibility for supporting academic staff with the implementation of UDL principles in units and courses at ECU sits firmly with the Centre for Learning and Teaching and my team specifically. So I'm pleased to see the momentum being gained across the sector in this regard, as I've had a particular interest in UDL ever since I first did a short course on it more than 20 years ago. Today I'm going to give you an overview of how I, along with my team and my institution, are attempting to tackle university-wide adoption of UDL principles in the curriculum. This bulleted list gives you a quick idea of the different segments of my presentation. Throughout my presentation, I will be using the acronym ECU to refer to Edith Cowan University and UDL for Universal Design for Learning. So if we start with the big picture, we can have a look at ECU's vision and commitment to UDL. The starting point for an institution-wide adoption of UDL begins with a robust strategic plan. In 2022, ECU finalised its latest version of the institutional strategic plan, which contains an explicit strategic priority to support a commitment to being dedicated to every student's success. This strategic plan is underpinned by a number of supporting plans which are intended to act as a bridge between the strategic plan and various operational plans. Of these 7 supporting plans, the Educational Experience Plan articulates ECU's aspirations for an inclusive curriculum, with one of its objectives being to lead the sector in inclusive leadership curriculum and practices. But what we are more interested in specifically is objective item 13.6, which provides us with both a focus and the foundational impetus for an inclusive educational initiative. At the operational level, sitting underneath the Educational Experience Plan are policies and procedures. So the aspiration to have every unit the university offers embrace UDL principles is made somewhat more concrete in ECU's curriculum design procedure, which is a document which operationalises those principles expressed in the curriculum design policy. The specific section of the curriculum design procedure titled Inclusive Curriculum Design reiterates the required use of universal design principles in all units and emphasises attention to flexibility and accessibility. So that's the big picture vision, but what we're most concerned about, of course, is the reality. And this question of how do we turn these lofty ideals into everyday practice? Let's be really, really honest here. Mandating something in policy does not automatically guarantee its uptake. We all know that. It's not at all easy to get buy-in from teaching staff who are staggering under the weight and rate of change we're currently experiencing. When I think about this, the saying about leading a horse to water really springs to mind. Nevertheless, I'm about to show you some of the ways in which we are trying to make it happen. First of all is the importance of staff buy-in. So to encourage some voluntary drinking of the water, we have started to garner staff interest in inclusive practices and in universal design for learning through the establishment of the inclusive education learning community. This community meets bi-monthly throughout the year and has three overarching priorities: increasing networking and educational opportunities, raising awareness and resources for best practice, and embedding inclusive curriculum on a university-wide basis. Throughout the year, this community offers to staff and members of its community specific presentations. I have given one this year on universal design for learning, more recently a follow-up presentation on UDL in assessment design, and another colleague has presented on navigating neurodiversity in the classroom. This learning community plays an important part back in the schools and areas that the members have come from in advocating for and adopting UDL principles. So the next strategy we've employed for encouraging the implementation of universal design for learning comes from professional learning for empowerment. So on a more formal level, staff can engage with a number of professional learning opportunities for deeper learning. ECU offers a graduate certificate in academic practice and a lighter version called the Professional Certificate in Academic Practice, both of which are available to all academic staff and staff who support teaching and learning. These are unbundled programs and are comprised, therefore, entirely of micro-credentials, which participants can choose from according to interest and complete at a time and pace that's determined by them. Any staff who are not enrolled in the formal programs can enroll in and complete any of the many micro-credentials these programs offer on an ad hoc basis. So our suite of micro-credentials currently has some 30 odd micros available, but now include separate micro-credentials on inclusive practices, which is focused on teaching practices in the classroom, universal design for learning, which is of course focused on the curriculum, and designing digitally accessible curriculum and content. The UDL micro-credential utilises ADCET's open source universal design for learning in tertiary education program. Having these micro-credentials available to staff also allows us to run themed mini programs, such as the recent Inclusive Education program, which was facilitated in July. This mini program offered an 8-week community of practice supporting staff as they completed these 3 micro-credentials, together with a 4th on infusing Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander perspectives in the curriculum. So if we bring this down to an even more practical level, we now have a pilot project which has just begun. This most recent initiative is attempting to further operationalise the adoption of UDL. The Centre for Learning and Teaching has been tasked in 2023 with piloting the design and delivery of 4 units across the university as exemplars of UDL integration. So in collaboration with the unit coordinators, learning designers are reviewing the design of the participating units and making recommendations for enhancement according to the principles of UDL. All of these units will have their redesign completed and ready for trial with students by semester 1 in 2024. All of the unit coordinators involved have volunteered to be involved and have done so very, very willingly, which is quite heartening. So in 2024, these exemplar units will be evaluated for their effectiveness and showcased to ECU staff throughout the next phase of meeting our aspirational strategic goals. Learner feedback will of course play an important part of measuring any impact on student learning outcomes, retention, and most importantly, overall student success. The next steps from here will of course need to be extending the reach of UDL into more and more units and ultimately across whole courses. This is a much bigger task, and this raises questions of sustainability and reach, not all of which are at this stage answered. Currently, within our team of 8 learning designers, we have only 2 with in-depth UDL expertise. So the first step towards sustainability is to have all 8 of them undertake focused professional development in UDL by the end of 2023, with a view to it being the fundamental basis of all learning design carried out at ECU. So the turmoil in tertiary education that's been caused by the recent explosion of generative AI tools is forcing us all to rethink assessment and assurance of learning. The topic on everybody's lips is programmatic assessment. This in itself represents a major change to academic practice that we in the Centre for Learning and Teaching must support our staff in adopting. In my view, UDL implementation is in danger of being sidelined by staff overwhelmed by the magnitude of change that will be wrought by programmatic assessment. This I see as the biggest challenge ahead. The best hope that I can see for widespread implementation of UDL in our units and courses lies with harnessing the change process that adopting programmatic assessment will require at our university. Course and unit coordinators across the university will need to be fully supported and guided in redesigning curricula to take a programmatic approach. And it's my belief that this is in fact a perfect opportunity to establish UDL as standard as that curriculum redesign occurs. Until that time comes, we have the ever-present challenge of motivating our teaching staff to take an interest in UDL and sharing the responsibilities for removing barriers to learning for as many learners as possible. The uptake of professional learning opportunities is so far very encouraging, but not really widespread enough to be truly impactful. I'd like to finish, therefore, my presentation on that point. Although as we go into the live Q&A portion of this presentation, I would be very keen to hear any ideas others may have or would like to share for bringing about institutional change. I would ask that to do so, anyone wishing to ask a question or make a comment, please just use the raised hand emoji. And on that note, I thank you very much for listening to my presentation.